For the past couple of Christmases, I have been set an upcycling challenge by L'Occitane, where I take their Christmas packaging and try to turn it into something new that is usable and functional. This year is slightly different as I am taking inspiration from the growers that I met in summertime. Back in July, I visited Provence and met some of the growers for L'Occitane. I had the absolute pleasure of meeting Philippe and Magali Mary and their team who grow verbena leaves that are used in L'Occitane's products. I also met Jean-Pierre Jobert, who is passionate about preserving local biodiversity and cultivates almonds that are used in L'Occitane's products. He manages approximately 17,000 almond trees and 300 beehives. It was such a wonderful experience to learn more about the people behind the products and the care that goes into their cultivation. So as a nod to the growers and the inspirational people that I met on that trip, I'm going to be using some almonds and lavender alongside some other bits in my crafty stash for my upcycles. Now this one is a super easy one, so anyone can make this. I'm going to be using the cardboard from one of the Christmas gift sets from L'Occitane. Take out all of the goodies and take apart the box and lay it flat. Grab something circular from the kitchen. You could use a small plate, or if you have a circular vase, anything that you can use as a template. Trace this onto the cardboard with your marker, grab a sharp scissors and cut out your wreath shape. And don't worry if it's not perfect, because mine was not perfect. We're going to be covering this so no one will see. As a nod to Jean-Pierre Jobert, I am going to be using some almonds to do an almond wreath. Grab some glue. Apply a small bead of glue to either the base or to the almond and gently press it in place. You'll see I kind of did a row of 3 almonds and then I stacked them in the same neat direction all the way around the wreath until I got to the end. So I put them in the same direction and pointed the points the same way all the way around. This just made it look nice and neat. Once I got to the end, I used that piece of string that was on the box as a ribbon. Now, these mini wreaths look really cool hung over your kitchen cabinet doors, so it gives you quite a farmhouse rustic vibe. So I think these are not just for Christmas. I think an almond wreath, while you could make it a bit festive and you could use some dried fruit slices, you could add some bits to it, maybe a red or a green bow, but I think you could get away with this wreath all season. For this project, I'm going to be taking one of the beautifully designed L'Occitane gift bags, and we're going to be making more from the fabric that we have. First of all, this fabric and this pouch is perfect as it is, but I want to get more of it. So I'm going to cut this up into 4 pieces and we're going to hand stitch some pouches. Two of the pouches, you'll have the tunnel at the top and you can insert the string. I'll show you how. And I think these will be perfect as little jewellery bags, or perfect if you're traveling, if you have small little trinkets, maybe you have a charger or something. I think they're perfect for that. But I am going to be nodding to the beautiful lavender that I had in Provence. And I have some dried lavender in my crafty stash that I have been hanging on to since summertime. So I'm going to make some lavender sachets out of them. Also, if you have a sewing machine, absolutely sew these and save your hands. I did finish off the pouches on my sewing machine, so I cheated just a little bit. When it comes to threading your ribbon through the top tunnel, grab a safety pin. Pin the safety pin to the tip of the ribbon and then insert the safety pin into the tunnel to pull the ribbon through. You'll pull it through two sides of the tunnel and you'll have some material poking out at the end that you can use to pull your bag tight and tie it into a knot or a bow. If you're looking for more ideas on what to do with this fabric, if you head to my page and go down to the sewing playlist, I have lots of easy sew, scrap fabric friendly projects. So you might find something else, like you could do a pencil case using this fabric. You could even turn it into a little handbag. There's so much you can do with your pieces. I also did some hand hodies earlier in the year. So you make a pouch similar to this and you insert rice into it. You stitch up the hole closed and then you can add essential oils to the rice before you stick it in. You put it in the microwave for a minute or two and you have little hand hodies. So they will warm up your hands. So head to my channel, click on the sewing playlist and you'll find more ideas. Another item that has beautiful pattern fabric from L'Occitane is the Christmas advent calendar. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was too pretty. Some things do not need to be upcycled, but you could take the pieces from this advent calendar and you could do pouches, you could do pencil case, you could do a makeup pouch. Ideas are endless when it comes to fabric. You could do patchwork, you could turn it into a cushion. So many ideas, but this material is beautiful and I'm going to keep it as an advent calendar. Grab a paper bag and let's make an adorable garland. Now, I have two options for my people, including me, who are not the best at drawing. Search online for an image or a template. Pinterest is great. And print off whether it's a gingerbread house or maybe you don't want to do a Christmas theme and you want to do maybe a spring theme. You could print off pretty flowers. You can use that as a template to trace onto the paper, or cut your L'Occitane bag. Try and keep it as crumple free as you can. Cut your L'Occitane bag into an A4 shape and put it through the printer with the designs on it. That's what I did. And then you can cut them out. And if you are really good with a Sharpie and drawing, you can just go freehand and draw your designs onto the paper. The L'Occitane bags have a really, really pretty pattern. So when you see this garland at the end, I popped it up on a mirror and you can see the reflection of the back. And I did some of the pieces with the pattern facing to the front. So grab a thin piece of string and you're going to apply a bead of glue to the back of your piece of paper, your design, and then you're going to place it onto the string. Just be careful not to accidentally glue it to the table. Yes, I am speaking from experience. To add a bit more interest to the garland, I went through my stash and I had some dried lavender left over, had a couple of almonds, and I also had some other dried fruits in my crafty stash. So I decided to add these into the gaps in between the designs to give it a bit more interest, and the lavender still has a lovely scent off it, so when you hang this up you will get a nice scent. I've gone for a Christmas theme here, but if you wanted to do flower shapes, this would be really pretty for, Easter time or springtime. You can still do the dried fruits, but you could just change the design to something that's a bit more spring-like. Can you believe it's been another year already when it comes to the L'Occitane Upcycling Gift Box Challenge? Well, I'm just naming it that. It's now become a thing, it's official. I would love to know, because I feel like just when I think, what else can I do with a cardboard box? I get an idea. I'd love to know, is there anything you would do differently, or is there any other ideas when it comes to using the cardboard boxes or the fabric and the materials or the paper bags? I don't want to do anything too out there because I want people who are watching to be able to do it as well. But yeah, let me know if you had some other ideas on what to do with the gift boxes. And also, if you want to check out the previous, I think this might be the 4th year we've done it. I do have some other videos from the previous Christmases. I did one of them, I turned into a doll's house. Who remembers the doll's house? My niece still has that actually. I turned these, actually that was a good one. When I turned the lids of the boxes into little mirrors, still have them. They're in the guest bedroom. I think I did one into like a little shelf as well. Oh, there was one year I put wooden sticks, like wooden decorative sticks around the edge of the box and put a fabric insert. I also still have that as well. So yeah, I will put cards on the screen and in the description box I'll put links if you want to watch those videos and get more ideas on what you can do if you get a pretty gift box over Christmas. And hands up, when you're an adult, you can't let go of a good cardboard box. But if you want to turn it into something different, once you take all your goodies out inside, I hope you got some ideas from this video. And it was also so nice in the depths of the Irish winter. It was so nice to look back on summer footage. Oh, those lavender fields, they feel like such a distant memory, but I'm so happy that there's loads of lovely footage to look back on. I literally got my vitamin D fix from looking at that footage at the start of the video. I was like, oh, good times are coming. We just gotta get through the winter. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button, and for my regular viewers, triple cheeky thumbs up for the projects in this video, and I will see you in the next one.